mandated by law, in step with solid economic success, a team of experts. Together, they affirm the goal of CSB: create an operating company comprised of bankable, renewable energy assets with scalable long-term income, then sell or merge that operating company at X times multiple. Join us as we share how you may be able to participate in that growth. Timing is truly everything. You are about to learn how a small energy company is poised to become the leader in solar energy production. The power of the sun. Man has used it for heat and energy since the beginning of recorded history. Today, the use of the sun in creating electricity is changing the very foundation of power generation for a world demanding clean energy.
Japan has the second largest GDP behind the United States. Japan imports 99% of its energy from foreign countries. With world energy costs rising, Japanese manufacturing companies are working to increase the usage of solar energy to move away from fossil fuel dependence.
And solar photovoltaics generate electrical power in more than 100 countries. It is the fastest growing power generation technology in the world. Solar energy is now one of the fastest growing industries in the United States. In the United States, last year, the solar power market grew an eye-popping 67%, soaring from $3.6 billion in 2009 to over $6 billion in 2010. Now that's in 1 year. That growth trend is projected to continue for years to come. From 2004 to 2009, grid-connected PV capacity increased an average rate of 60% per year, while photovoltaic production, the manufacturing of that technology, has increased an average of 20% every year since 2002. All of this led to our entry into the renewable energy industry 2.5 years ago. Simply stated, Commercial Solar Power develops profitable solar photovoltaic energy generating projects for utility scale, commercial, municipal, and military clients. But simple hardly defines the remarkable results that flow from the creative synergies of the CSP team. So why renewable energy and why now? A 5-year growth of 60% a year ending in 2009 and 20% every year since tell it all. It is scalable, in the midst of a huge growth curve, and supports remarkable economics long term. President and CEO Richard Lawless adds 28 years of commercial banking experience.
To form this company, what we did is we took a model that we've used successfully 2 or 3 occasions previous to this, where we were able to grow multi-billion-dollar companies in a relatively short period of time that endure today.
The new startup, Hometown Capital, supported by Bear Stearns Lehman Brothers, went from 0 to 800 million in 1 year. As Director of Business Banking for Washington Mutual, they took that company from 0 to 1.5 billion in 18 months. As a key team member for business banking with Wells Fargo, they went from 0 to 4.5 billion in just about 5 years. At the management and execution level, Mr. Lawless has assembled an extraordinary team of solar, engineering, financial, and development professionals.
To achieve the success that we did with these 3 entities, we had a simple game plan, and that was to go out and recruit the best and the brightest that the industry has to offer in these market niches. Well, we replicated that here today with Commercial Solar Power. After an extensive interview process and many years in searching for the best partners and the best executives for this company, we were able to put together an executive team that has worked on over 490 renewable energy projects over the past 10 years. That's a record not equaled by many people in this industry today.
They have collected a combination of 35 years of combined solar PV design and installation experience and have designed, inspected, or managed the construction of more than 470 PV projects. As founder, president, and CEO, Richard Lawless immediately saw the connection of renewable energy to financial services and banking. Affirm strong financial incentives at the front end, assemble the right team, acquire viable and bankable renewable assets, then back it up with strong leadership and strong board of directors, and then stay true to the end game, selling or merging for X time multiples of the income. Chairman Kirk Wright brings experience and success in all phases of real estate development, management, finance, and investment banking.
Hi, my name is Kirk Wright. I'm the chairman of the board of Commercial Solar Power. I am involved with Commercial Solar Power because I like starting companies and building companies. My objective here at Commercial Solar Power is to help grow the company, to become a very strong leader in a relatively new space of alternative energy.
They make a powerful senior management team backed by a board of directors with deep expertise in renewable energy, solar PV finance, engineering, strategic leadership, and entrepreneurship.
The program we developed, it allows us to take a generation profile, which is the output of a photovoltaic system model. It tells us essentially how much energy the system will produce. We take the output of those models and put it into our program, which allows us to see the potential dollars associated with the various utilities' time of delivery schemes.
The CSP team has created an enviable opportunity of 8 projects totaling more than $1.6 billion, including 5 utility companies, a local city hall, and a hospital. Once all of those projects meet the CSP standard of full site control, interconnect approval, CUP approvals, and of course the all-important PPA, that will represent in power speak over 385 megawatts of power. The key to developing truly viable and profitable solar projects is understanding the economics of each specific project as well as the economics within the industry. And here's where the company shines. Driven by the company's senior management team, each and every project undergoes an exhaustive scrutiny, honed by their decades of professional experience in all phases of solar development. It's not just the cost to develop and build the site, and it's not just as simple as having power lines at or near your property. It actually begins with an unusual question that most fail to ask. Is there enough room on the local power lines to transport the electricity to the end user? Then, who will buy the energy? What will it cost to produce per kilowatt? What purchase price can be negotiated in the power purchase agreement? How many buyers are there? And then the end result. Is the spread big enough to generate an operating profit? All of this wrapped around the core belief: how much benefit does it bring to people and to the planet? The result? Out of every 40 solar PV projects presented to Commercial Solar Power, they select one, the diamond, the one that will create the most profitable and effective source of clean, renewable energy for all concerned. So what's our goal? Remember, we're building an operating company. Here's how. We recast the use of the land to build solar arrays instead of buildings. We manufacture electricity instead of widgets or leasehold for tenants. We still use real estate, but remember, we are an operating company that produces power, not widgets or tenant space. How is this different from the typical real estate? Our tenants make the difference. A 20-year long-term lease, known as a Power Purchase Agreement or PPA, is with an impressive list of candidates: Southern California Edison, PG&E, San Diego Gas and Electric, and a number of other huge corporations that not only need the delivery of our power, but are mandated by law. What makes CSP different? It's the people. Under Richard's guidance, CSP brings great depth and experience to all key industry sectors. Richard's management expertise in successfully creating and building ventures of this nature inside the financial arena. Kirk Wright's hard-won expertise in management and capital markets. Jeff Tallman's construction oversight, real estate selection, and entitlement expertise. Dave Handman's years of experience and track record in solar and all other areas of renewable energy. Frank McMahon's excellence in procurement, PPA negotiations, and pricing strategies. These are the critical elements to a successful solar enterprise, and CSP is extraordinarily fortunate to have personnel with great depths in all key areas. You've seen the industry, you've seen our company, its personnel, expertise, and track record, and you've seen the current projects that we already have in-house, along with the pending projects planned for the very near future. But it's Commercial Solar Power's future that is so full of promise. The opportunities in the sale of solar energy to utilities and other large-scale commercial enterprises are immense. And that is why we are raising capital. To capture these opportunities now and exploit them in ways that benefit the environment and enable our company and its shareholders to flourish and prosper.
Solar is interesting in that it's something that is extraordinary that you can create energy from these collector panels. It's extraordinary that you can power your life, power your home, power what you do, power your entire being as far as your operations, from putting panels up on a roof and collecting energy from that and being able to do everything that you need to do from that.
In an industry with staggering growth and ever-increasing demand for clean, renewable energy, it is easy to see how Commercial Solar Power's renewable energy venture will be riding the crest of the most powerful energy revolution since the discovery of oil. For more details and to learn more about the future of Commercial Solar Power, please contact the person that provided you this corporate video.